You know, before I start this car, I said I'm going to save this initial start of my car to my viewers. So let's get going. Okay, I'll see you guys later. I'm on my way downtown to pick up my 4 special wheels for my Kowalski car. Can't wait to see them. And we're off to downtown. You know, I've had these wheels in storage for 10 years. I've never moved them. Only a couple times I've turned them around so that the weight could change on the surface of the tire. I'm gonna go pick them up right now, and you guys are gonna see them. And they're my favorite. Polyglass GT tires. They're probably outdated or expired or whatever you want to call it, but I'm gonna put them on my car. I'll try them. I'll put them on the car and we'll make a road test with it. But I gotta put the tires on so I can make a wheel alignment later on. But in the meantime, I still gotta put the carpet in the car, put the front grille. We started working on that already. And of course, there's a lot to accomplish before that's done. So we're gonna do that. And then after that, I got the carpet, like I said. Then I got the glass to install, front window, back window. Then I gotta adjust the 4 side glasses. It's a never-ending project. Then again, I'm all alone working on the car at nights and on the weekends. So I got Dan helps me once in a while. Vasily helps me once in a while. But we're gonna do the best we can. After all, I'm trying to get it done. I'm trying. It's not easy, but you know what? It'll get done. Now that I got most of my parts in, get the green flag and let's go. Yeah, we're heading for Montreal. It's a very small bridge. It's just a few 100 meters, I guess. We're in Laval. Now we're on the bridge. There's the water. Within 20 seconds, we're in Montreal. And here we are. Done. How long did it take? 20 seconds to get in Montreal from Laval? There it is. And here we are.
Nick is eager to get cracking on the last few parts of his Kowalski Challenger rebuild. But in order to get his tires and rims, he's got to head downtown to his storage space. And that means dealing with downtown traffic.
Imagine that, eh? I used to work downtown. My shop used to be downtown. I live in Laval. Driving from Laval to my shop every morning through that heavy traffic and getting worse every year. Good choice that I moved to Laval, my shop, because I couldn't do it anymore. You spend hours and hours in traffic every morning just to get to your shop. Told you, I'm a magnet to red lights. There you go. Oh my God, we're in the Plateau de Montréal, known for bikes. Not only Plateau, the whole city of Montreal is turning into a bicycle path. Welcome bikes, cars, go home. That's Montreal for you. I have no idea who they are. They're bike people, I can tell you that much. They even make lights for bicycles, look at that. Over here we make a left. Again, red light, like I said. A magnet to red lights. I am a magnet. My God, they dug up every street in Montreal at the same time. Here, there, up, down, left, right, wherever you want. Back there, my God. And you know, there's a lot of potholes in the city of Montreal. Look, you can feel them. Okay? I told you, hey, I'm a magnet to red lights. Look at this, red light. Every light I come to is red. What are they doing here? Another street detour? Oh my. I hate coming in the city. All I see is detours and detours. There it is, public transport. That's what the city wants you to do. Take a bike or take the bus.
Eventually, Nick makes it through the Montreal traffic to his undisclosed storage location, where he puts on some white gloves to pick up his tires.
Why I wear gloves that are made for the garden? You know what? They do the job. I wear them for the reason is, you know, you wash your hands 100 times a day at the shop, or when you go around picking up stuff. We don't have a sink here to wash my hands, so I wear these garden gloves to do the job. I call them all-purpose gloves. This is what I came for. Been in storage for 10 years and now I'm going to take him down. And here they are. I bought these tires brand new and they're fully restored. They're clean, they're genuine wheels. And here they are. They're balanced. Of course, they're installed and balanced. And now I'm ready. All I'm going to do is check the balancing, and then at the end, I'm going to put them on the car. There, here they are. This is what Kowalski drove with, right here. Genuine wheels, right from Chrysler. You know, polyglass, it's a belted fiberglass tire. It's nothing like a radial tire. I'm sure they're not going to handle like a radial tire or anything like that. I have them, and I'm going to install them. Here they are. Let's get the other ones. I think I got the wrong trim rings on this. I think the real ones are at the shop. There's supposed to be no gap here for the, these are 50x7 rims. And these trim rings should be right against the edge. Anyways, I'll find out when we get to the shop.
A couple of days later, Nick has got his wheels and tires installed, and he's moving on to the next step with Project Kowalski. The first time he had the back glass installed, it was sitting too high in the frame, and the moldings wouldn't fit. So today the guys have got some thinner sealer, and they're ready to try again.
Here we are, another day. Now we're going to put the glass back in again into the back of my car. And of course we're going to put a thinner sealer so the moldings can fit. So now that I got the clips in place, outlined it in black, got my moldings polished, and as of today we're going to put the glass in right now and we're going to try the moldings to see if they fit right. And at the same time, I just got my windshield that just came in. We're also going to install the front windshield. So today we got glass installation. Can't wait to see it done. So I'm finally going to get the glass installed on my Kowalski project. And I know the Kowalski car had the clear glass, but I'm going with tint on my car. So I've located a back window that's tinted, and of course I've got a new windshield here in right here in this truck that's going to get installed very soon. It's also tinted. I like a little tint in it, and it did come from the factory in it with tint glass. That was an option. I know Kowalski didn't have it, but I'm going to put it. So I can't wait to get it done. Yeah, maybe they didn't have tinted glass for the movie in Vanishing Point because maybe for camera purposes. But in my case, I'm going with tinted glass. John, you've done a lot of glass in your life, eh?
Yeah.
Well, this one's very special, buddy.
This one's yours, that's why.
Yeah, the whole world's watching me on this car. So we got to do a good job, piece by piece. You know, it's pretty amazing that 50 years ago, they built what, 69, 79,000 Challengers in 1 year? It's amazing how fast they put them together. Here I am, putting piece by piece. I take forever. But then again, it's the beauty of it is putting it together. Imagine how they did it back in those days. Take a car, bing, bang. What it takes me a year to build, these guys built it in a couple of hours in a day and shipped out to the dealer and sold. Yeah, you know, when they were assembling these cars back then, of course, pieces were a dime a dozen. Today, you got to look for them. You can, you know, buy them reproduction. You can buy them old stock, NOS if you find any. Well, you got to do a lot of searching. So it's a lot of time involved looking for the parts to build these cars. Sometimes they're back order, even though they are reproduction parts. Like for instance, I started working on this car last night. There's a lot of pieces to put on. We had the hood molding, the grille, the nameplates. Then I had to paint the grille, paint to match. It comes from the Dynacone without a paint job. So I had to take a lot of time to tape it up, then spray it. Then I had to put the headlamp doors, paint those also because they weren't identical colors. Then I installed the bumper. I got bumper guard, the bumper frame brackets. Then I put the bumperettes. Then after that, you put the front valance, the front flashers, and of course the front bracket to put the license plate. And right there, we're looking at roughly 15 pieces. Then someone mentioned that this spring should be black for the hood. There it is. It's black the way it is. It comes from the factory. And of course, we adjusted the hood. We also installed the hood molding, which I did also late last night. And practically the front end is ready. Okay, let's come on your side. I just hope those moldings fit. This is my concern. One thing putting the glass in, and another thing making sure I put the clips in, of course. I hope I got the right clips in there because according to the bag I took them out, they were written rear glass. So I wish we could go back in 1969, 70 and just go to the bins in the factory and just take any part you need and there'll be dime a dozen, so many of them, thousands and thousands of pieces. But you know what? 50 years later, it's a lot harder. Okay, we're gonna try to see if we can fit these moldings on. I had them polished, and now we're ready to put them on, see if they level out with the body and snap in place solid. This one is here. Yeah. So you're gonna see now which is first. I think the bottom one goes first. And you see this goes in like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nick is waiting for a satisfying snap as the molding sets into place in the clips.
Are they gonna snap in?
Hold up.
Hope it doesn't break the glass. It's not catching it, eh?
Nick gets a little nervous working around glass. He's already had to replace one rear glass for this build after the first one he found got damaged in storage.
Won't go, eh? We need to push the glass more down, eh, John?
Yeah, I need heat gun.
Heat gun?
Yeah.
Right here. This is what worried me the most, that they snap in nice and tight. Depends on the depth of the glass, you know? I don't know, I wonder if these reproduction clips are identical to the old ones. I didn't have any old ones in it, so I can compare, but anyways, you know what? They look correct. The body work. You know, if they changed this piece, of course, they made holes there. I made a few of them, I fold the old holes. Anything's possible. You know, when you start changing body parts and, you know, when you're doing major work, every little piece counts how to install it. Sometimes you gotta do custom work or use imagination how to make it right. And in this case, it's not a bolt-in, we have to make it.
And part of making it right means sometimes having to do it again and again. The guys still aren't happy with the way this glass is sitting.
Cuts like butter, right? This is strike 2. This is the second time. We're going to go with a third sealer, much thinner now than the previous 2 that we've used. Now let's see if it catches on. Well, let's give it another try. No, nothing's easy, man. Everything's a challenge. That's why they call it a challenger. Here we go. What the? Maybe it's the clips. What the hell's going on? Maybe the clips are not good.
Okay, put your finger on it.
Okay. Nah, seems like those clips don't want to work. They should have snapped in already.
Bend it.
No. Bend it?
Look,
No, don't bother.
just the edge. See a little bit? Not major, but...
Yeah.
Oh,
What happened?
I think it's your screws.
Think so?
Yeah,
My clips are made.
I think it's your screws.
You think so?
The screws you're putting in, it's not allowing it to go down.
You see that?
It's blocking it. That's why. You see, like it's got a look at the edge.
Yeah, and these are, I see what
See,
you
look
mean.
what happened right there. That's why it kinked.
And these are the screws, these are the screws came with the kit. These are them. Right here. Take all the screws.
So that means you have to take out the glass.
Again.
Why, the screws are too fat.
Yeah, they get in the way of the molding.
Who made those screws?
It came with the retainers, the clips.
After 3 tries, Nick's Project Kowalski still has no back glass. As the Challenger continues to live up to its name, But hey, at least the windscreen went in.
Let me hold it.
This is in. Who's the other side?
That's how it's supposed to clip in. Clip?
Push it.
Yeah.
The last one, don't clip it. Because I got to slide the other one in the corner there.
A few days later, after plenty of perseverance and some new hardware, Project Kowalski has all its windows, and Nick is ready to move on to the next step.
There we go. Another one ready to go. Okay, let's go.
Muscle cars are beautiful things, there's no argument. But as the Gorilla Copper Charger just proved, sound is a very big part of the equation.
And of course, I came in today looking forward to do what I really wanted to do. And of course, what I really wanted to do is work on my Kowalski project. Now I had the exhaust system installed this week with a buddy of mine. We made it fit. We put a set of super turbo mufflers from Dynamax, and I'm curious to see if it's loud. So I have not started the car yet, and I'm looking forward to get it started. Besides doing the exhaust every night during the week, I also had the front windshield installed. It took us a while. I got the moldings polished, as you can see. I had the glass installed. I got my wiper arms, wiper blades, my lower molding installed. So that's done. And then I got my back window. There it is, my back glass. I had that installed after having the wrong clips to install the moldings. We've tried it on 3 times until we got it correct. So we got a seal kit from my brother at the auto parts. My brother George brought some the other night, 5/16. We had it installed with the new clips Serge got me, put on the moldings, and we finally got the job done. And here it is. And I also installed the rear speaker shelf. The only thing left is the interior. The seats will be coming in someday soon. I don't know when. So the next thing I could do in the next few days is adjust my 4 glasses. I mean the 2 door glass, the 2 quarter glass, and then install the panels on the door, the quarters inside, carpet, and then wait for the seats. But in the meantime, let's get it going for the first time. And of course the exhaust system was, I bought it from somebody that made the bends for me on an e-body, but again, they were not perfect. So I had my friend Dan help me do it every night, a few hours every night, because I want it installed perfectly, tucked in as high as I can into the body so they don't show. Make sure the pipes don't touch anywhere in the body. I had the chrome tips installed, and it took us quite a few hours. And I just hope the system is not very loud. So for me to find out, I gotta get it started and hear the rumble. I bought some reproduction tips, which I spent a lot of time putting them on, and I've noticed that they're not exactly like the original ones. I have a pair of older ones, originals, right here. And right now, you see, these are the originals. They're almost practically straight. Look at these aftermarket. They have like a very sharp V, which I'm not very happy with. So for some reason, I feel like removing these and putting back my old exhaust tips, which I had for many years. So now, depending on the sound of the car, after I get it started, it's going to determine if I do need to replace the mufflers or not, and at the same time, install these chrome tips that came from the factory. And you know what? They're nice, but it's not what I want. So they're not good enough for me. So I'm going to end up cleaning these, putting these back on the car. So in the meantime, let's get it running. Okay. We'll get underneath the car. I want to show you what we've done during the week, every night. And I bought the pipes ready bent from someone locally that made pipes for e-bodies. So I told him, make them for me, do not install them because I'm going to do it. So we got them in, and of course we had to pre-bend them and get them perfect because I wanted it exactly the way that you see it right now. I wanted the same height, level, and of course I wanted high, tucked into the body. And I'm not like these guys, you know, when you drive around and you see the exhaust pipes on the car. Especially when you follow an e-body, when you go down the road and you see an e-body in front of you, you see the resonators hanging lower than the differential. I never liked that look. So if you look here, you can see I tucked in these mufflers as high as I can. These are not resonators. These are Super Turbo Dynamax mufflers. I tucked them as high as I can so I could have a nice rumble to the car, and of course, not to be seen at all, the mufflers are, when you follow the car. And at the same time, I installed a plug for an O2 sensor in case I go to a Phytech system in the future, which I'm not sure yet, which is right here. Of course, I had it welded in place and have it as a backup just in case. I used the original hangers, modified them. I installed flanges here so I can separate the tailpipes. And now I've got a straight pipe here and there. Now, if this car is too loud, I'm gonna add another muffler right here where the heat shields are underneath the trunk. In the meantime, I don't know if I'm gonna install a secondary set of mufflers because I want to hear the sound of these mufflers without the secondary mufflers. So let's give it a shot. I'm gonna get it started and I want to hear that, make sure these are not too loud. My Hellcat is loud enough, so I've never started the car yet. I'm gonna put fuel in it, get it running so I can hear the sound of it, and then we'll take it from there. Just bought the new fuel, Petro-Canada 94 octane. The engine was tuned with this octane, so we're gonna stay with 94 octane. I've got my battery connected, and of course I don't have a steering column in. I'm gonna use my switch that I used from a steering column, which is just a spare switch. I just want to see if the fuel gauge works. So I'm gonna flick the key on and check if my fuel gauge works. I'll put my dash lights on, and here we go. Here it is. Yes, we got movement. Here we go, we got 1/8 of a tank. So that's a good start. Dash lights work, key off. And of course, I've grounded the relay because in this case, you gotta press the clutch to ground the relay to get it to turn over. So since we don't have a seat, I've grounded the relay on the starter relay directly on the body so I can crank it without pressing the clutch. Okay, here we are. 13 months later, after I've bought the car from Thunder Bay, Ontario. I've owned it 13 months, been working on it since I've got it. And of course, I had a good friend of mine who did the body work, metal work, and the paint work within 8 weeks. And thanks to him, he got it done for me right away. Brought it here so I could start doing the assembly. And of course, it didn't run, of course. I bought it in pieces. And I don't know how long Steve had it, the man I bought it from. So here we are. I guess, what, almost 15, 16 years later? Engine's in the car. I'm ready to crank it over and get it started. So here we go. Now I'm gonna go inside, turn the key, and Oliver put some fuel in there. Make sure the power steering pump does not run dry. I'm gonna start it. Let's see how it goes, and let's go.
Go juice.
Let's see if we got spark and everything, hey? Don't forget that. And let it run on its own, okay? Don't stand, Oliver, don't stand there. Just put the gas and walk away. It's in neutral. Brake is on. And here we go. What the hell happened there? A jam. No, it's a contact, bad contact.
That's what I'm doing. Okay, Brian?
Oh, come on. Wow. Wow, we got spark. Okay, here we go.
More gas.
Yeah, put more gas.
Okay, wait.
Hey, was that something or what, eh?
Wait, power thing is empty.
Okay, wow. Is that something or what, eh? We brought the car back to life again. I want to make sure the power steering doesn't run dry. We got to put some oil. And that is something, eh? We finally got it running. Of course, we last heard it on the dyno, and now it's installed in the car. And of course, we're not finished with the interior yet. No steering column, no seats, no carpet. But anyways, I'm so anxious to get it started so I can hear the exhaust system that we've just finished installing. The steering box is empty, so we want to make sure the pump doesn't go dry. The moment it has a few revolutions, it's going to suck the oil into the steering box and the pump's going to go dry. So in other words, let's keep filling it so we don't run it dry and burn the pump. Let's go. Okay. Here we go.
Go for it.
Yes. Even the tack works. Tack works.
Oh yeah?
Yep. Okay, put some more gas.
More gas?
Yeah, put more fuel. Don't worry. Put some more. I need the fuel pump to bring the fuel up to the carburetor. Okay, so we got to make sure the pump is full. Of course, we're going to put more fuel so we can get the carburetor filled up with the mechanical fuel pump. And that's it. So let's try it again. Ready? Here we go. This is something. Sounds like a full 40, doesn't it? Here we go.
There's gas everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, just put the rag. Don't just push the rag on. Don't.
It's sprayed everywhere, Nick.
Oh, it's not tight. It's not tightened. Okay, here. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Well, that was terrifying. A loose fuel fitting caused a huge fuel leak that could have burned the Challenger before it had even rolled a foot.
I installed the fuel line. I totally forgot to tighten it. I remember. Look at this now. Watch this. I knew it. I knew it. It's because I remember when I installed it that night, the phone rang. Anyways, here we go. Just clean the fender.
I took a microphone.
All right. I think the car's gonna run on its own. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. That was a stupid mistake. Okay, ready? I brought up the RPM. So now we got fuel in the carburetor. So let's get it started and let it run. Let's see now if everything else works. Here we go. Check it out. Fuck, all my gauges are working, tachometer working. It's all good. I can't wait to get the seats and the carpet installed. Hey, is it loud? Let's go see. Let's go see. You want to check the oil level, Oliver? I kept the same oil until we break it in. Just want to make sure it's full. And then we're going to warm it up right now for the radiator to get the coolant. Let's get the air out of the coolant system. All right. Oh, our gauge is showing it's pretty good. Okay, put it back. I love all my gauges. The tach works, oil pressure, the charging system's working. Okay, let's get it started. Warm it up. And let's get the air bubbles out of the cooling system. Here we go. This is the fun part. Okay, want to get the air out of the cooling system.
Okay.
It's going to make a mess. It's going to throw it out. It shouldn't be down this much. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Now it's going to shoot it out and make a mess, but I want to catch it in time. Now let's hear the sound.
I'm gonna go in the back.
It's nice to hear it in the car, right? Wow.
Sounds awesome. Think of a little.
No, see that is what we gotta fix. That cracking noise, no good.
You don't like that?
No. No.
It's not original enough. So it's gonna fix it.
Oh my God.
You don't like it?
Too loud. I find it too loud. Yeah, too loud.
We're inside though, eh? The wall there, the wall. That's good.
There it is. Finally got it running. You like it, but look, that cracking noise. Look.
But I love that crack.
No, that's no good. No.
I love it.
No, you really like that cracking noise?
Yeah.
I hate that noise. Really?
Oh yeah, that's the muscle part. That's a Mopar sound.
That's
like
That's an authentic Challenger sound.
It is, but
That's a trademark Dodge sound.
I like the mufflers. They're tucked up high. Look at that. Yes. Let me turn it off. Let it cool down. Isn't that awesome? We had that car for 13 months in pieces. And it is. We just put it all together and we got it running. Isn't that something, eh? Now I'm just gonna check. The only thing we had was the fuel leak at the fuel line, which I forgot to totally tighten up. But besides that, we gotta look for oil leaks. We don't have any because we did that test on the dyno. We gotta check for exhaust leaks. coolant leaks, power steering leaks, and of course, brake lines. But other than that, so far, everything looks pretty good. All the gauges work. So let's get our carpet installed, put our door panels in, and of course the seats, and then we're gonna take it for a ride on the road. Can't wait. And you guys, if you look down below the video, we have a whole bunch of merchandise that you guys can buy. So whatever you like, buy it, love it, wear it, and enjoy it. And help spread the word of Nick's Garage. And if you have some time, check out our Patreon page. We have extra content and you guys can watch it and take it from there. And we'll see you next time.